It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to beer from Vibrant Forest Brewing Company, and this is a can of the Altitudes Azacca and Simcoe IPA. It's 6.4% ABV. Now, what I understand with this beer, some of you might have seen this name before, Vibrant Forest Altitudes. This is, to my understanding anyway, their hop swapping beer. They're kind of like experimental IPA series where it's always called Altitudes, a bit like the Salt single hop series that you see in Asda. They'll swap out the hops every few months. You get to try a new beer in Asda. Not to overly advertise Salt in this beer review, but this is Vibrant Forest version of that, where they swap out the hops in their beer. So without further ado then, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. We got a one finger ivory coloured head, good levels of carbonation in the glass. It's a hazy, amberish, strawish coloured beer. But no surprise there to most of you with a 440 milliliter can. It's almost synonymous now, isn't it? We open a can of beer from a can, 440 milliliter, with the words IPA on it, it's going to be hazy. It's going to be hazy. How beer has changed. And I'm really glad I've been able to document beer from 2010. The world, I'm reviewing this beer with the channel, I've forgotten all about it and it's just come to me now. The channel will be 15 years old. 15 years old by the time I release this video. January the 10th, I think. January the 10th, 2010 is when I first ever did my first beer review. The landscape in beer back then was so different. It was dominated by... Let's find one. Let's find typical. Let's just go with, well, this is probably one of the oldest beers that have been around in terms of, since I've been reviewing beer. In fact, Black Sheep were the first company, one of the first companies to ever send me beer, and they sent me a bottle of this in 2010. In 2010, this was the landscape. The landscape was of funny beers in brown bottles that tasted slightly okay. My goodness me, I did not understand how different and how much the world of beer was going to change in the 15 years that I reviewed beer. That beer is clear and brown. This beer is straw coloured and hazy, with a big perfumed aroma of passion fruit and mango and grapefruit. So cheers to 15 years. I'd forgotten. I'm not one of these to make landmark videos. I just get on with it. But cheers to 15 years of reviewing beer on YouTube. That's nice. It's got that kind of almost slightly kind of Belgian candied sugar sweetness to it. There's some orange peel in there, some grapefruit, passion fruit, mango. Look at that now. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Creamy. So what we added then was the sediment in the bottom of the can. And a lot of you would have seen that it just become more rich. It become more rich looking. The head become tighter. Like you're trying not to push out a fart, you know. Ooh, let's make it a bit tighter. Why that came to me, I don't know. Everything's become a bit tighter with the beer. The head retention, the way the beer looks. We'd better get the aroma. Yeah, orange peel, grapefruit, passion fruit, mango. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. There's a little bit of bitterness on the back end. There's a nice hop flavour coming through. Grapefruit, orange peel, passion fruit, mango. There's a little bit of malt, so there's balance in the beer. There's a little bit of sweetness over here, a little bit of bitterness over here. Bit of peppery kind of spiciness on the back end. I look forward. The burp back, I just burped. The burp back was quite nice. But I look forward to what Vibrant Forest have got to offer in 2025 with their Altitude series of beers. What hop combinations are they going to come up with? I mean, we talked about a collaboration. Maybe we collaborate on this, and maybe we kind of like come up with a couple of old school hops, maybe some Cascade. Call it the 3 C's, wasn't it, back in the day? I'm talking through my beer. There was a time when the C's were big. It was Cascade, Centennial, Chinook. Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, wasn't it? Where there were breweries making beers called the 3 C's, and that was another kind of like big thing. But that would be probably nice to do with Vibrant Forest, is to do Altitudes, the 3 C's. Yeah, Cascade, Chinook, Centennial. A proper kind of like West Coast kind of Altitude IPA with Vibrant Forest. Right, let's read the back of the can. I've started to waffle. Brewed using a combination of Azacca and Simcoe hops, this juicy IPA is loaded with tropical fruit character, deep pine and refreshingly bitey citrus. Bitterness is low, and fermentation on our house yeast offers up glorious stone fruit flavours. Part of the Altitude series where we explore different hops in various IPA recipes. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's really good. Seven out of 10. 7 out of 10 for this one. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.